quality camera than my laptop.
Oh.
And so I'm using the back of my phone.
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Anyway, I literally have to watch you do yours, like you, and then look at the camera so I can really see what's going on.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we was able to get it together because I have some questions. We're gonna go through this half an hour because I know yesterday was Valentine's Day, and you wanted to touch bases on that too.
Oh hell yeah, yes.
So first of all, wait a minute. Thank you for first of all doing this exclusive interview with me. Sincerely, BB. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay.
No, thank you for that. Thank you for wanting to talk to me.
You look. Who wouldn't want to talk to you, Corey? Because I wanted to hear, and everybody else wanted to hear. But I'm gonna just tell you two things before we get started. Because I want to know what's going on new. That's why I have this new show called Rising to the Occasion. Because I'm kind of over it. I want to hear what you're doing now. So, but before I go there, right? Why the notes? Why?
That's how I date.
That's how you date?
Okay, so see a lot of stuff that y'all don't see. Like they didn't show y'all. Like I know you guys hear this all the time. You didn't see this, but they really didn't show how I really go about courting a woman that has my attention. Like for instance, I post some. I did a music video for me.
Okay.
Right, and then the funny thing is that if Mumin sees that music video, I don't get eliminated on that day. I don't, because the way she felt as though, with my strong connection with her, she kind of felt like, oh, you like this girl more than me, and that was never the case. That's just how I date. Like if the average person dating is here, right? This is what the average look like.
Okay.
Well, as a low level, this is every guy's low level dating starting point, right?
Okay.
My low level is here, and so to the average woman, they're thinking like, oh my gosh, he really is into her because he's doing all this. No, this is my entry level of dating. This is mine. So you're comparing. So you're comparing something completely different. So that's how it came off. Like I said, on my first date with me, I carved out initials into a tree.
Oh wow! Okay.
With the plan, it was all spontaneous. I didn't plan it, but when I was doing it, my thought process at that moment was 25 moves ahead, 25 moves later, meaning that if I carve our initials in today at this tree, when it comes time to ask her to marry me, I can bring her back to that tree.
Oh, okay.
Carve that date in. 25 years later, on the 25th anniversary, I can bring her back to that tree and carve our initials again. These are things that people don't see. Like, so like I said, with doing that, doing the music video for Mumin. What I did for Courtney was to me that was level one. That was level one for me. Doing the music video for Mumin was like level 3. Like I can get all the way to 10 once I'm in love with a woman. Once I'm really in love with her, I can go level 10. And my level 10 is probably most guys.
3.
I wouldn't say 3. It's like I'm not even. It's a whole nother league. I'm in a whole nother league when it comes to dating. Whole nother league.
You are, Corey. You know what you are, and listening to you, I feel like you're a person that dates with intent.
Yes.
I think that's like the word for 2022. Just being intentional and doing it with intent. That's how you date. You date with an intent to go further. So you know what, I can take that in the love notes and stuff. So okay. I'll take that hit. My bad, because we don't get to see everything for you guys.
No, I mean like I really do try when I'm dating a woman, or matter of fact when I'm courting, because a lot of people when they're courting, it's just phone calls and text messages.
Okay.
Not when I'm courting, it's action. Like you get the prime example. I'm talking to Courtney, right?
Okay.
Courtney tells me that she's going out to meet with her girlfriends to have dinner, right?
Okay.
I have yet to go on a date with Ready to Love. So
Okay.
she told me that she's going to Prime. So I had flowers delivered to Prime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
To surprise her at Prime with flowers and to pay for her meal, saying, "Hey, you got someone really thinks that you're dope." That's just me showing interest.
I wish I was
not saying that, hey, I like you, I want to be with you. I'm just showing you, hey, look, I'm playing to win.
I
Like
love
I'm
that.
competing for you.
Right. So knight in shining armor is what you were getting, but they weren't reciprocated to the knight in shining. I love it though, because you don't get that here. Like honestly, in this DMV area, you don't get that. Okay.
No.
Folks, that's not what you get here. Not at all. Not with intent, not with a purpose. Hopefully the person even calls you and texts you back. You know what I mean? So I'll give that to you, Corey. You know, now that I know. I mean, I've interviewed a lot of your castmates, even Courtney herself. So you know, yeah. At first, when I told her, I was like, "Oh my god, that's kind of like creepy." The way he just gave all these video, you know, not the videos, the love notes. And I was like, "Girl, how did you get it?" I was like cringing. But then, wait, you're solidifying to me now. See, look, but see, again, we're seeing.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You said it was creepy. Why do you think it's creepy that a guy is trying to make you feel special? Why is that creepy?
You know what? Maybe, and that's a great question that you asked that. And a lot of times it may be because women, probably like myself, have never had that person to be so forthcoming of like confession of like, hey, this is what you are. This is what you mean to me, especially being born and raised here in the DMV. I'm a little bit older, but not too damn older than you, Corey. So, you know, like I've been around the world in I. All right. I'm prior military too. So, you know, I've heard different sides of stories from everybody else. But I just feel like at that sense, not knowing the individual and just seeing you on TV, I'm like, oh my God, cringe. You know, but now, like, again, at that focus all the ladies, I really understand why you do it. You did it for intent. But yes, that was damn near creepy for me. I've been like, wait a minute, is he outside in my bushes? You know, so.
No, I mean, like I said, that's the, like, Ready to Love watered down my actions on the show. Like, for instance, at the pool party, I went to my car because what I was going to do was I was going to give Tessia a foot massage, wash her feet, massage them, paint her toes.
Wait a minute, you're still single? Wait, stop.
They told me no. I'm also dating with me at the same time. I had my massage chair. So I was going to pull out my massage chair because I knew we were at a pool, right? And when I was in college, I was the photo guy at the party. So I still got these old school burlap backdrops, and one of them was a beach with a Corona bottle. So I was going to pull out the chair, do all the other stuff, but it was like, no, you can't do it. First of all, it says Corona on it. You didn't clear this with us, blah 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 blah. So I'm just like,
wow.
Oh, okay, all right. So I had to do other things to show Tessia that I thought she was dope. That was interesting. Like Tessia kept saying that she was hungry, right? I made sure that as soon as the food was done, nobody else was getting a plate before her. And then I know it's small, but that's what I had to work with. I made sure she was the first person to get a hamburger with no mustard, hamburger with just mustard, hot dog with just mustard, because that's how she told me she likes it.
And you remember, first of all, you remember it to this day. So clearly she touched something to you, you know, for you to feel that way. Because ain't nobody, I can't even remember a meal when I'm going to goddamn Wendy's drive-through, Corey. Okay. So for you to remember those details.
I mean, well, like I said, me personally, I'm just I try to be very attentive to what just a woman that I'm interested. Like I say, I don't have to be deep in love with her. I don't have to be in deep, like, if I just have interest in you, I'm very attentive to your wants and your needs, which is or whatever. Even if I'm not interested in you, because like with Mameen had ghosted me after the first night at the party, right?
Wow.
So she was, she was no longer on my radar. Like the next day, all I did was say hello to Mameen, and that was it. I didn't want to talk to her. Like, you already ghosted me.
Right.
I'm not that type of dude where you got to block me. You just
Right.
got to tell me I'm not. Hey, I'm not interested. I will never bother you again.
Wow.
So when I come out, I had just had the hard conversation with Sabrina.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I messed up, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking that I was the most attracted to Sabrina. I mean, I think Sabrina is just freaking hot. I mean,
okay.
And so when I come out, I'm like, man, I messed that up. God, And Mamie's off to the side, and you could tell that she was in duress.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just walked over to her and was like, what's up? What's going on? Not wanting anything. She said, tire is flat. I was like, okay. I said, by the time the tow truck be here, I'll be done changing tire, be on your way. And I didn't. Yeah, and that was just me just being attentive to a person's wants and needs.
Wow. I mean, they don't breed you around like that around here anymore, sir. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna keep that clear until, hey, YouTube, everybody else on Twitter, wherever else you viewing this, they don't breed this man anymore. So Corey, you know what? I bow down and give you your flowers, your roses. I thank you for, clearing it up with me and letting me know, because me as a blogger, I talk mess all day. I know you seen my raggedy stuff all about you, my violin playing while you was crying at the damn reunion. What I won't ever understand, but it's okay.
Okay, so let me ask you, as a viewer, what was I crying for?
You know what? Again, we're not going to do the name calling of other people, because we're not going to say rewind the tape, because I don't have no damn tape and footage to rewind and find out why they edited that part to tell us why you weren't crying. But you were crying. I'm sure it's part of editing, again, because I've heard that a lot from your cast members, that the editing was heavy, especially with when it came down to.
I haven't seen the last episode of my season. I haven't seen it.
Why not?
I don't have basic cable. I have a la carte, which is pretty much Netflix, Amazon, and Disney, and YouTube. That's it.
So what if somebody comes up and want to be like, okay, I want to watch WeTV? What you do?
If someone comes over to my house, are you asking as a young lady or just a regular person?
As a regular person, I'm married. I can't help you on this part right here, Corey. But damn, if I was single, Corey, I would have already been all up in your DMs after this conversation.
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't have guests in my house. I barely have guests. Barely.
Oh man.
I can count on one hand how many people have been in my house all year.
So is that by personal choice? Like you just don't want people in your home, or you just
it just happens that way. Like my house is pretty much a studio right now.
What?
Yeah. That's what my house is. It's pretty much a DIY soundstage.
It sounds like a DIY soundstage because it's so clear. But it's okay. It's okay, because look, I'm in my own DIY office. Okay, so we both, during the pandemic, you just have to learn how to roll with the punches and keep it moving.
Like, this is not a real brick wall.
This is not really pink on the wall. This is a backdrop. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we make it happen. Okay.
So yeah, it's wallpaper.
Yeah. See, you can't tell nobody your secrets, man. It looks so good. I couldn't even tell. You so damn clear. Come on, man. Come on, Corey. Okay. All right.
So, but back to my original question. Why do you think I was crying on the last episode?
You know what? I don't even know why you were crying on the last episode. I was just trying to figure out, why were you crying? All they did was just cut to the point that you just started sobbing at the end, and I was just confused. So you can clear it for me and let me know why the hell you were crying. All
right. So after I got eliminated, one of the producers who I have a really good relationship with, so I really felt comfortable talking to one of the producers.
Okay.
And we were just chopping it up, talking, but the camera just happened to be on, but we were just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And she had asked me, she was like, why do you go so far out your way to do things for women or what have you? She's like, really think about it. Why do you really do it or what have you?
Mm-hmm.
And when I explained it to her, when I really thought about it and I explained it to her, I was like, that was my dad. That's from my parents' interaction. Like, I remember one time when my dad had just brought home some flowers. It wasn't a birthday, it wasn't Valentine's Day. He just had to bring home some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And how my mom just completely lit up at that moment.
Okay.
That we had this conversation, and that kind of got to me. And I had, prior to that, I had never really thought about why I really do it. I thought just like, hey, look, it's just, I like the girl, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Let me try my best. You know, I'm not the best. I'm not the best looking guy. I don't
Wait a minute. Stop. Pause. We're not gonna do that in here. You are a handsome gentleman. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be on my YouTube right now.
Thank you.
But no, seriously, you're a handsome gentleman. You know,
You
so
sure? Are you sure about that?
You are handsome, Corey. Look.
Okay, because last week I went to see a proctologist for the first time, and he put his fingers in my mouth. I was just like, what?
Okay.
These are jokes, people. These are jokes.
I know. Proctologist feet. Yes. Too much. It's okay.
These are jokes. These are jokes.
God. Okay, so you show humor always like that, Corey?
When I'm comfortable, when I'm in a safe, comfortable environment, yeah, I mean, I crack jokes.
Good. I'm glad you feel comfortable talking to me. You know, I like when people who feel comfortable talking to me when I do interviews, because I don't just do interviews with just you guys or anybody. I typically do a lot of interviews with celebrities for a different organization, you know, called Women for the Culture. So I like making you guys comfortable when I talk to you. I mean, like, you're people. Why wouldn't I want to make you, you know, comfortable? So Montage PR said Corey thinks he's a comedian. He said, but yes, he thinks he is a comedian.
In my own head. Only in my own head. Only in my own head.
Oh, wow. You're awesome. Your joke, I understand your jokes. You know, sometimes, I mean, I have boys, right? So I have boys, and I hear those jokes all day long. So, you know, maybe I could have been a little bit quicker with it, like, you know, and get you a little bit more to it, but I was like, okay, Corey, that's what we gonna do.
Like I said, I'm only a comedian in my own head. It's just,
yeah, it's okay. Let it out. It's okay. Be you. Oh yes, I do.
But back to your question earlier, I'm gonna wrap that for me. Go through that, because I remember somebody was reading in the comments like, "Oh, he got mommy issues." Like, somebody said one time mommy issues. I wanted to respond so bad. I was like, "No, I don't have mom issues. I just love my mother so much."
Oh wow!
That when I think about my mom and happy occasion, it makes me tear up at times. And just so happens was doing an interview with the producer, I like really lost my shit. Like I mean, it was an ugly cry. I mean, it was ugly than what y'all saw. It was a real ugly cry.
Okay, can you try to demonstrate that real quick before you go into it? Just give us like a little bit. What it look like?
It was a real ugly cry, and it was so bad to the point I asked the producer, I said, please don't show that on TV. I mean,
they did.
I've been very purposeful about what I put in front of the camera. So we're at the reunion, and you can cut the tension in the room between Courtney and Mumeen. You can just cut it, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm ready for them to I'm ready for them to just hand me my ass. Because if you just saw how they went in on Frank, I was like, damn, I'm about to get it worse. So
he needed that.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Like, I'm like, oh man, they about to cut me a new one, especially Courtney. And before, the first thing they showed before they asked the question is they showed me talking to the producer, And it triggers me, it takes me right back in that moment, and I could not
get out.
I was trying my hardest. I just could not stop the tears from flowing. I just couldn't. Like, so, yes, I mean, like, happy thoughts of my mom just really take me there. And I try to tell people all the time, it's like, I can't do these romantic gestures if I was not in touch with my feelings and emotions.
Oh, wow.
Because I have to tap into that to be able to tap into a woman's emotions, or try to do things to get her to feel a certain way. So I am a very emotional, sensitive guy. And so when that caught me, it just caught me like emotionally. Like at my brother's first wedding, I'm crying in line. No women are crying, no bridesmaids are crying. I'm the only dude up on the thing crying, like crying, because I was just so overly happy that my brother was getting married.
Yeah, and that's not typical. Again, you don't see that a lot here in the DMV area, right? You see all Tim's and type of man, not so much emotionally, vulnerable men such as yourself. So I appreciate that, and I love how you say because you love your mom. Don't get upset because I love my mom.
That's not mother. That's not a mom issue. That's a great relationship with my mom. Great relationship with my dad. I mean, I remember one time in high school because my dad could never make my basketball games. And this one game, I had a great game, but I happened to foul out in the game, and my dad just happened to show up the last 5 minutes. I was crying. I started tearing up because I couldn't get in the game and play in front of my dad because I had fouled out. I wasn't upset. I was more so happy that my dad came finally came to see me play, and I couldn't get back into the game because I fouled out. And like I said, these are tears of joy, and like one of my classmates, Libby, who I take my hat off to. She's the only person who actually came to me and asked me for those real tears. I said, yeah. She didn't believe me, by the way, but I love the fact that she came and asked me herself versus just forming an opinion.
Yeah.
And later on, she says, "Well, I don't believe they were real tears because he was laughing, joking." After that, these weren't tears of pain. These weren't tears of hurt. These weren't tears of frustration. These were tears of joy. Right. So if you got tears from joy, why would it be such a stretch for me to turn around and be laughing and having a good time?
Yeah, yeah. Do you feel like they should have just pulled you off when you kept, feeling like you were crying, or you was just like, I'm gonna just get it together, I'm gonna get my shit together and man up, but you just kept going?
I wasn't thinking about it. I just knew that I was trying to stop. I just couldn't. I was like, I'm overwhelmed right now. Like, dude, you're gonna get clowned for this later.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm gonna hear this for the next year. Like, yeah.
Indeed. But you know what? Now that you're able to open up and tell us exactly why you were crying, it makes sense. So let's go past Ready to Love, because I see that you're like this. First of all, I do a little research with my people before I do any interviews. I did not know you was on American Ninja. When were you? What?
4 times.
4 times at that?
Yeah.
How far did you get, and what? I mean, because I know you into fitness. You have your fitness program, which you can definitely tell us about. But I want to know about this American
Ninja Warrior. Yes.
Come on now. I need to hear about this American Ninja.
It's just something that
how was that?
I would watch on TV. I was like, oh man, that looks fun. So I went and started training for him and went and did it. That was it. I was just like, I'm the type of person that's something that if that interests me, I just go do it. I don't really care what anybody thinks. Like, I remember when I was training for it, I would be in these classes with like kids like 10, 12 years old. And they asked how old I was. I was like, yeah, I'm 35. They're like, oh my God, you're older than my dad. I'm like, well, Dad should be out here with you. What's the purpose of having a kid? I really didn't care. I just want to have a good time. I just want to live my life to the limit and love it a lot.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to go back and recap. Montage PR said that you're Spider-Man, so her son loves some Spider-Man. So we're gonna have to get you together with him to show him how to bounce off them walls from side to side, like y'all be doing on that damn show. So how far did you get?
The closest I ever got to was one obstacle before hitting the buzzer.
No.
And I just, I was so excited that I just overlooked that last step, and it was just lights out. Before I knew it, I'm in the water. It was like, oh, you're right there. I was like,
oh. Are you
just
gonna go
happened.
back? Do you feel like you're gonna go back again?
I thought about it, but to do that, it's a year. It takes, you got to train for that for at least a year to train for that. It's grueling. Like it's a grueling type of thing. So I don't know. It depends. So right now, I'm just be so busy. Like I barely have enough time to just do a regular workout.
Yeah, so we want to go into your schedule because I want y'all to know I've been trying to book Corey since Corey was born. I'm just playing. But you're definitely a busy man. Like you're definitely a busy man. So Donald Lockett says I remember him on that show. Oh, you remember him on American Ninja Warrior? That's awesome. Oh my gosh. See, look, you was touching lives before you was touching women, giving them notes and ready to love.
I appreciate that, but that wasn't my goal. I was like, oh, this is super fun.
Oh man.
Let me try. Matter of fact, a friend of mine told me about this show. He was like, oh, Corey, you gotta do this show. You should try out for it. I was like, what is it? American Ninja Warrior. And I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Oh hell yeah, I want to do that.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and recap some videos. All right. So tell me what you got going on now, because are you still single?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So why do you think you're still single?
You want the PC answer?
This is okay. First of all, this video is going to be for adults only. This is for. So you tell us what the hell and why the hell you still single. Go right ahead, fire away.
All right. It's usually the one of these four categories. In my opinion, this is not all women. This is not some women. This is just women that I personally have run into. It's either A, they're emotionally unavailable for what they say they do. Mm-hmm. But they'll say, hey, I want to get married, I want to blah, 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 but it's not emotionally available for that. Mm-hmm. And the next thing is that they have unrealistic expectations.
Definitely here.
And when I say that unrealistic expectation is that people are so impatient. Like, you gotta remember, my background is completely different from yours. My experience is completely different from yours.
I'm losing you, Corey. You keep going in and out.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
How about?
You good.
Okay, that might be because the plane flew by.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like people come from different backgrounds, and when you're trying to date someone new, there's a real level of patience that needs to be had. Like, take time to actually get to know somebody. Take some time to ask more questions. Spend some quality time with them. Mm-hmm. Spend some legit quality time with them before making this right decision. But the wise man said that a carpenter is a wise carpenter makes his 20 times.
You breaking up, Corey?
Man, I don't know.
Oh Lord, Corey, put your one hand up and put your booty on the floor. Maybe it'll work.
I don't have a clue. You going it out?
No, so it's like your voice is there, but then it sounds like it's going underwater, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. So I don't know, but keep going. I just don't. I know since we're recording it, I don't want you to, be seen and not heard at all. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, no, go right ahead.
Okay. Another reason is that a lot of these women just are fit for marriage. They think they are, but they're not. And that I run into now, and I'm pretty sure that it's the same for you guys. That a lot of these men have unrealistic expectations. A lot of these men are emotionally unavailable. A lot of these men are probably also married. I don't know. I don't date men, so I can't speak on that. But I can speak about my experience that these are usually the reasons why are my usual obstacles and hurdles. And I just say, okay, all right, not a problem. Thank you for playing. Please see my lovely party. And then I'm off to the next.
Okay. So have you ever done the dating online? So like I say that because I watched this show called 90 Day Fiance, right? There's no plug here for them. But I watch them and they date women that are overseas. Have you ever tried that?
No.
Would you be willing?
No. No.
What about the dating apps?
That's I'm after seeing Ray Love do it, and I was like, yo, there's a whole nother genre of dating. So I created and produced a dating show, reality show that we're working on right now, where it's primarily based on online dating. And that whole entire process with real people going through that process.
Okay, so tell us more about that. Tell us more about the show.
All right, so what it is, it's a show centered around two guys and a female. And then there are also two other people, which I got for you guys, because I'm constantly seeing people after the reality show comes on, you guys are going to the comments, and you guys are writing comments, you guys are doing their own blogs. So I brought it up. I'm bringing in two other extra people who aren't doing any dates. All they're doing is seeing it, like how you guys are seeing it, and they're giving their opinions live time inside of a group after we meet up to do a date. And pretty much the show is that the girl has to go out. She creates an online dating profile. You guys take 20 minutes. She's interested in. Then she has to narrow that down to 10 guys. Then she meets these guys, narrows down to 5. Then she goes to more dates, narrows down to 3. And until she picks one or bust. And it's the same for the other 2 guys. 20 women. They pick 20 women online. Then they end up talking to the actual 10 women. And then they get to the same space with women. And then they start going on different dates, all the way down to the final person. Or bust.
So bus. I like the bus. Okay, so Montage PR wants to know: are you a host or a contestant, or are you both?
I'm a contestant.
Okay.
I'm a contestant. And the crazy thing is that we all have different dating philosophies. Like we got a guy on there who wrote a book on intimacy, and he has these dating philosophies. Then we got your typical, I say typical because there are a lot of successful Black women in Washington, D.C. I mean, a lot of successful Black women, very educated, very smart. They got their bags and they're attractive. Because there's a lot of, there are a lot of women like in D.C. So she's kind of representing that.
Wait a minute, did you just ignore my thank you to you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
You was talking about me, and I said thank you. But go ahead.
But if you want to be on the show, just send your husband a letter of separation.
I'll pass. I'll bus. How about that? I'll bus.
Okay. And then you have a guy like me who I am completely in left field when it comes to dating. Completely.
Okay.
Left field. Like I said, what you guys saw right below was a watered down version of how I actually date. And you guys get to see me go in.
But I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. And I know some of you guys may have already seen my online dating profile because it doesn't say my first name, it says my last name.
Yes.
I'll be talking to somebody who's like, hey, Corey. I'm like, how do you know my name, Corey?
Right.
Oh, he's like, yeah, I saw you in the show. I was like, are you sure you want to date the walking red flag? Sure. Your friends are going to talk bad about you.
Not the walking red flag. Come on, Corey. You got to give yourself some grace, man. Look, after they see this video, they're going to give you all the graces. You're going to have your DMs flying off the rocker because now they're going to want to be in touch with the Corey that was already shown on Ready to Love, but it's too late because now he on another dating show called First Dating King. Is that it?
Like I said, It's completely. It's all done, like I said, in that realm of online dating to go through all that texting and picking and getting them into the same place and all the obstacles you got to deal with. I mean, it's right now. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay. Okay. So is this going to be online, or where do we expect to see this?
Right now I have no clue. I just want to get it done and then see what we can do with it. And then if if a network wants to pick it up, great. If they don't, I'll dump it on YouTube and keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, keep in contact with me because I'm here to help you any way that I can.
Okay.
Definitely keep in contact, but I'm not gonna let you go just yet so easily before you go. So,
Okay.
so when you after having the experience on Ready to Love, when doing this show, did you take the stuff that you learned from the show not to do on this show, or how did you do it, or when making the show, or how did you finesse it from Ready to Love to making your own thing with a spin? Is it on just online or what?
Like I said, I'm the type of person. If I see something that I find interesting, I'll just go and do it. Like, so I'm watching the producers do what they do, and I'm just like, yo, that's genius. But at the same time, I was upset and bothered that they wouldn't let me cut loose. I'm like, yo, let me cut loose. Like when they win, I'm just like, you tie my hands. Like, so I figured, well, you know what? I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 7. So, I'll just do it myself. I'm not the type of person that waits for someone to give me permission to do things. I'm just going to do it myself.
I love that. The initiative and drive. You should, have you ever considered writing a book for, just a book in general for men that are probably out here just like you are, that's very open and very vulnerable, but they can't seem to get that lady?
I've thought about it. My mom says I should definitely write one. She said, you have a lot of interesting views and a lot of smart views about dating and the whole relationship process. Like, but I just haven't. I'm struggling now. I'm trying to write 2 TV shows and juggling now, and then run a business in 2 states. So I'm just like, when would I write this book?
Oh, well, let me know if you need a publicist, because I got somebody there to help you out. She right here in these comments.
Okay.
Right here, Montage PR. She's amazing.
Okay, I see her.
Yeah, so definitely you need to really, take, because a lot of your castmates haven't really like taken it and moved, from, taking what they learned and moved on to do something else, like to see somebody else. So I give an example. So Mike Bless used to be on Ready to Love before in Atlanta.
That's the bald-headed guy with the beard, right?
Yes. And I actually did an interview with him. But he's taken that Ready to Love and went straight to Hollywood. So what are you trying to do with yours? What's your overall goal since now you're done with Ready to Love? Where are you trying to go?
I'm just right now, just following my heart. Like I said, just following my heart, following what interests me. Like I said, I saw the whole dating thing. I was like, hey, I think I can do just as good a idea, and also at the same time help people in this whole online dating thing. And we're actually right now we're actually filming another TV show right here in DC called DC Undercover.
I saw that. Okay.
So right now I'm just following my heart. If I can get to Hollywood, great. If I can't, then not a problem. I'm just I'm just chasing my dreams. I'm just trying to live life to like I said, to the best of my ability and having fun. Like a lot of people say, oh, he wouldn't really love to be an actor. No, never. No, I've been telling stories for years. If you go through my my Instagram and Facebook, they're not just posts. Like people just turn a video camera on and just like, oh, I'm live. I actually sit there and tell the whole story of what I'm doing, of when I'm out. And I wasn't doing it because I want to be famous in Hollywood. I just enjoy telling stories.
So you're just like me. I love that. I think that's why I made you feel so comfortable because you're just like me. You know, in a sense, because I just like I can talk all day long. I can, give people great advice. Taking it, trying to learn how to do it yourself is a whole different story, So definitely, definitely a hard thing to do, but it's easy for, I can tell, that you're a person that's like, you are, I'm like that too. I say that because I do entrepreneurship. I do blogging. I work. I'm married. I got 3 kids. I got a whole lot of stuff going on. I blog and I tweet. And so it's just like I'm everywhere too. So it's hard trying to juggle and finding the time to deal with that. So how are you going to find the time to deal with that woman when you get it?
Like anything else, we make time for everything we want to do in life. Everything, everything. I don't want to hear the excuse. I don't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. Nobody ever has time ever to get sick. But when your ass gets sick enough, you shut everything down until you get ready, until you get healthy.
That's
so
good.
when I meet that special young lady who inspires me, I'll make time for her. I have no problem making time for her. I mean, because the most important thing in life is who you're partnering with. Because a sunny day is not as sunny when you have nobody to share it with. Millions of dollars doesn't mean as much when you have nobody to share it with. Having family doesn't mean as much when you have somebody to share it with.
It's all about intentional. I told you that's gonna be our word this year, man, Corey.
I mean, yeah, it's a funny word. Like I caught somebody say, I couldn't catch all of it, but somebody said he's strategic when he's dating. Why would I happy? This is the most important decision I'm going to make in life. Why would I go about it by the seat of my pants? No, let me have some type of strategy of being able to get the information that I need to make the best decision for myself, and at the same time give out the proper information so that they can make the best decision for themselves about me. Like, why is it a bad thing when a guy or woman tries hard to be with someone? Why is that a bad thing? Why he trying too hard? Oh my God! Yes, you want a guy who's trying too hard. You don't want the dude who doesn't give 2 hours.
That don't want to do nothing.
Exactly. No, I'm sorry. He will do something. Give you a baby and make you a single mother, so that way you spend the next 25 years alone being a mother versus doing too much, making you his wife first, making sure that you guys work well as a family, and then go start a family. That's the guy who's doing too much. That's the guy you do want to rock with. Not the guy who's like, oh, well, this is what I would do. Let those dudes go. Like, you want to get with the guy who's trying hard.
That, and you know what? I think that's and it circles back to why you were asking me why was that creepy? Because we're so used to not being able to be someone trying hard for us. I think it's more so we're trying hard for that person. And I think that's where the confusion goes and everything just goes left.
Somebody just said, how do I know it ain't game? Guess what? It's all game. All game. Women are running game. Men are running game. It's all game. You're trying to, you're playing, like I said, when you're playing a sport, it's a game. So you're doing something trying to get to an objective. So once again, a man has perfected his game since the age of 13, all the way up to whatever age he is. He's just doing things that's been working. If it works, keep it. If it doesn't work, throw it out. I mean, we're just trying to learn from our experiences. I mean, you know when someone's being sincere. How do you know when someone's being sincere? Give them time.
Well, how much is time, though, Corey?
I mean, what time is relative. Time is relative, but time is relative. But definitely not somebody who. I say this again, and this frustrates me with online dating. It frustrates me with dating. It's so frustrating. Like, you have a full-time job, right?
Yes.
Is it safe to say you've been doing that full-time job for more than 5 years?
Yes.
Okay, so does it say to say that you really understand that job, right?
Yes.
And you got experience, right?
Yes.
Could you go to a whole nother company and spend 45 minutes to an hour and be like, I know everything there is to know about this job. Y'all need to tell me nothing else. I got it. I can go off and work from home for the next 4 or 5 months and be good. Can't do it. You
Well, I
can't
don't
do
know. I'm an overachiever, so that's kind of hard though, Corey. I've been a rolling I'm telling you.
it. The average person has to work 8 hours a day for 2 to 3 weeks just to get a solid understanding about what's going on with a little bit of training.
Yes.
How the hell can you meet somebody for 30 minutes and be like, I know enough about this person that I never want to see this person ever again? It's impossible.
It's
impossible.
It is definitely impossible.
Because all the things that really, really matter in life, in a relationship, you can't get that in the first 45 minutes to an hour. Can't.
No, you can't even get it in 10 years, Corey.
I went on a date with a woman a couple of weeks ago, and we had a great time. We just kind of talked. It wasn't what I wanted to do for a date, but this is what she wanted to do. I was like, oh, this is
McDonald's.
Now we just got met for some coffee, and I knew this was gonna go bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a great day, good conversation, yada yada. Next day I get a text. Oh well, I don't feel like a major connection. I feel like we can just be like it's just a friendship. I don't want to see you again. And I said, Mommy, that's the whole purpose of a relationship. The foundation is friendship. If we can't develop a strong friendship, how the hell are we gonna make it in a long-term relationship? Because we'll spend more time being friends than we are gonna be lovers or parents or wives. Friendship. I was easy to talk to. Yes, you had fun. Yes, you were attracted to me. Yes.
What's wrong
with me.
Right.
With me.
Right.
And then when I asked her, hey, let me ask you a question. Am I kind? Let me ask you a question. Hey, I said, was I kind? Am I honest? Am I trustworthy? Am I dependable? Am I consistent? Am I loving? Are we a sexual match? Do we have similar family goals? These are questions that she couldn't answer. Am I a good communicator? Well, obviously, knows I'm a good communicator.
Clearly, you're definitely a real communicator.
Yeah, well, and there's a question I was like, so, Mommy, you can do what you want to do. If you don't want to see me again, that's fine. But just make sure that the guy that you decide not to do, make sure you get those questions answered first, or at least half of them before you say, this is something connection. Okay, cool. Not a problem.
Yeah. Again, were they from here?
No, she's from Pennsylvania. But that's part of, like I said, unrealistic expectations. Like, if we really sat down and I explained to you guys what this chemistry, like a lot of women put way too much emphasis on chemistry. They put way too much emphasis on it.
Yes, okay.
If I sit here and break down to you guys how I can manufacture chemistry, I would blow some people's minds like, no, I can't. No, yes, I can manufacture enough chemistry to get me to a second date. And some of you guys are like, well, this other girl, why did you get to a second date? Because the one thing I needed to do to help build chemistry, she wouldn't let me do. She was emphatic about this meeting for some coffee. And I was just like, oh God, this is not going to
really. Oh no. Yeah, no. That shows you right there is going to be trouble in the water. Literally.
And so I just said, okay, I got nothing to lose. It's not a problem. And I said, I'll go ahead and do it. It was just, and if I could pull it off, it just make my skills sharper. But like I said, if we'd have gone on a date that I wanted to do, I would have been able to manufacture chemistry a lot more chemistry to the point where we got a second date. But the fact that there's certain things that I cannot, it's hard to do when you're just sitting still and talking. Very difficult. Once again, chemistry is overrated, ladies.
Yes, it doesn't.
It's so overrated.
It is. We didn't have any chemistry, right?
For all women who have children by men who did not marry them, where was the chemistry at when it came time to either stay with that guy or leave? Where was that at? Your decision for leaving that guy was probably because he wasn't dependable, he wasn't going to be a good father, this, that. It was never based off chemistry. It was based off real needs in a real relationship.
That's good. That's good. You said that. And I think a lot of times we don't, again, we don't look at that. I think a survey needs to be completed. Maybe you should think about putting that in the show, making them fill out a survey and say.
I'm glad you said that. 1 second.
Yes, he needs to. Yes, please. He needs to go ahead with Kevin Samuels. Definitely need to go ahead with Kevin Samuels. That is a must right there. I mean, Kevin Samuels won't have anything on Corey at all, at all. But I love, like you're saying, Massage PR, I love how he's standing up for us.
So,
she go
y'all think I be joking, like people think I be joking, but I really do.
She gonna want to promote a production.
I really do take notes. So,
okay,
out of 1,000 women that I had some type of communication with online dating, 726 were Black women, 274 were brown women.
Okay.
Now, out of those women, I asked them, hey, what was more important to you, career and having a family? Right? Keep in mind, I have the electrical engineering background here. I have a degree in electrical engineering. So I'm real analytical about stuff.
Yes.
71% of them said that career was more important than family. Then I asked them, I said, hey, this is a general conversation. What do you think men find more attractive in a woman? Her career or her looks? 63% said their career, which is the complete opposite of what men find attractive in women. Based on career versus looks.
Okay.
But this is what these women were all saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here was the most shocking one that hurt my heart. This is a big issue that I have about Black community.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the women that did have children, 79.82% said that if they can do it again, they would have the same kids but different partner. That hurt my heart.
Yeah. Okay, so why?
Because the most important thing in the Black community, Black family. Mm-hmm. When you destroy the Black family, you destroy the Black man, you destroy the Black woman. You put the Black man against the Black woman. If they're fighting against each other or separate, you have a weak community.
I mean, we're gonna have to have a whole nother thing again, Corey, with this, because we can go and talk Black all day.
Yeah, so like it just hurts my heart. And I did a podcast a couple of weeks ago with Rashid the Car Guy and Frank and some other people, and they were talking. They asked us, "How do you feel about Rihanna getting pregnant?" Right? And they all bigged it up and they made jokes about it, except for me. And I was like, "Dude, that's a Black guy in the Black community." And they was like, "What you mean?" And I was like, "Let's think about it. Most people would consider Rihanna to be an elite woman. She's very attractive. A lot of men would say that she's extremely attractive. Mm-hmm. She's in her field. She's the 1% of being successful in her career. Mm-hmm. What the 1%? Forget the bag. She got suitcases. She got suitcases, right? So she's
okay.
And she's very influential in the world, not just the Black community, but the world. And so if our elite, if Black men aren't marrying our elite Black woman, if I was a Black woman, I'd be a little afraid right now. Like, you're not gonna marry her. Then why would a regular Black man marry me? I'm not on that level. And then it says again about the Black man. What does Black man like? I remember growing up that the biggest title or gift that you can give a woman is to make her your wife or to give her my last name. I'm giving her my last name now, and it's like I'm gonna give her a baby, and then we try to figure this out. Like what? Mm-hmm. But she's in a position of influence. Everything she does influences people on a large scale. So I'm thinking like, why not get married first? Mm-hmm. Try to see if you guys can work as a unit first. Mm-hmm. And then go start a family. If you sit That's a subliminal message that you send to the black community. Like,
That is
hey,
to have a baby and still be dating.
yeah,
Yeah, I got
yeah,
you. I'm picking up what you dropping. I'm picking
yeah.
it up.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, black women deserve more. They
Yeah.
deserve
Oh.
more than just being a baby mother.
Yeah. Oh.
They
Corey.
deserve way more than that.
Woo.
I mean, why disrespect her that way?
Man.
So, like I said, I have an issue with that. It's like, yo, the black family, yo, look, I don't want to have children, but at the same time, like, I know how important it is for me to be in a home with my child. I know how important it is to be able to show a positive light on a black woman working together, so my kids will grow up to do the same things and so forth. I'm just like, I just thought it was a black owned community. I mean, and they was like, oh, but you don't know her situation. I was like, dude, I ain't got no situation. It was an unplanned pregnancy. They're just moving around. And if it wasn't, that's how it looks. And we all know from Ready to Love, how it looks is how y'all think it is.
Perception is 9/10 for the law.
Yeah. Even if I tell y'all what it is, oh, that ain't what it is. He lying. I'm telling you. It's not what we saw, but I'm telling you.
Right.
So what? I mean, so
I love it. No, all this you give me all of us, us sisters, because this is how we talk all day long. So I love how you just really analytical with that.
That just bothers me. I just wish people would take picking their partner just as serious as they do in picking a career or putting forth the effort in their career. If us as a black community did that, the black family would be stronger. You would have a stronger black man, and then you would have a strong black woman.
Corey, I'm mad it took us so long to get to this right here. Like, so I'm gonna close out with this because I know we're gonna have a cliffhanger because we're gonna have to talk again. I wanted to get on your calendar again because this was amazing. We can talk.
How about we do it in person?
Oh, look, I will bring my camcorder and talk in person. How about that?
I'm down for it. Like I said, we could put on a whole. I've been learning my production skills are very, very high.
Hey, look, we're gonna be DMing each other, and Montage PR are gonna be with me when we come over here and talk. But look,
okay.
So on that note, how do you feel since you don't want children? Would you date a woman that have kids?
No.
Wow.
No. But I'm coming close to it. I'm coming. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, is like, bro, something gonna have to snap. Something gonna have to break because I'm struggling just to find a fit woman. Like I'm big into fitness. I'm big into health. So
I know.
So that's for me, and it's so difficult to find that to the point where I'm just like, this young lady that works out at my gym. She's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, you went
great personality. I'm gonna give her a shout out. Her name's Kelly.
You just went horizontal. I mean, yeah, vertical. You missed us. What happened? Uh-oh, we done lost Corey. Dang. Corey, are we still live? Corey, are you still there? I think we lost you. Okay. So we're going to give Corey a few minutes. Well, Corey is amazing. Yeah. Okay. He definitely highlighted a lot of things for me to see. Seriously, I just got to give it to him. Honestly, like Corey was definitely a person that we needed to talk to because this is his first interview actually speaking to anybody. So this was definitely an exclusive interview. It was wonderful talking to him. We're going to have to get back to Corey again. So again, thank you for, joining us today on Rising to the Occasion, because Corey definitely rose and gave us a whole lot of extraness with the occasion today. But definitely, this is going to be an ongoing show. I enjoyed everyone that came on. I thank you for the conversation that we had. we are going to have to bring another day back for him to come back. We're going to be all up in his house doing everything he said he has over there. But we're going to have to figure out who's going to be next over here on rising to the occasion, because this can't just be the first one. And Corey definitely ain't going to be the last. So, oh, he said give him 5 minutes. All right. So Corey said give him 5 minutes so he can say his words of wisdom. And so while we wait, I want you to also go and check out Socially Gifted. It's my brand that I have. I'll put it right here. I have a sale that's currently going on the website to the 19th, even though Valentine's Day was over yesterday. I still love you guys. So go and check it out. Go and definitely go make your purchase. I'm having sweatshirts on sale. Buy a sweatshirt, get a t-shirt, 25% off. So definitely go and check that out. It's a wonderful gear. I mean, who wouldn't want to have Socially Gifted on? And then, share it with your friends. Also share this with your friends, this live. You can also share my IG. I'll put it in here on my Instagram. Definitely subscribe. That is very important. Subscribing is very important. I need you guys to subscribe so I can stay alive on here on YouTube. So we're going to try to get Corey back again. And then we are going to close it out. We're going to let him give us some words of wisdom and how we going to keep in contact and his gym, because we want to make sure he give us the gems. Okay. He's talking about he likes women that's in fit and he's fit. Y'all see that already now. But I want you guys to just, give Corey more love. I mean, I didn't know how this man was, and he is definitely amazing. So I'm putting in my Socially Gifted brand into the chat. I want you guys to go and check it out. It is definitely worth your time. And it has kids stuff on there too. I mean, swimsuits gonna be dropping soon. You got the body, yaddy. Why don't you use it and before you lose it? Because once you lose it, it's a wrap. But definitely go and check that out. Go and support Black businesses, small Black businesses as myself. And definitely go and make sure you go look at Corey's IG. His IG has showing him okay. So he says, "Give me 1 second, Corey." So we're going to sit here, and I'm gonna try to get Corey back real quick. And so, in the meantime, I thank you guys for even just being patient with us and allowing us to be in your midst of tonight. And we're going to try to see if we can get Corey back in here. If not, we're going to bring Corey back in for another day. Corey, we're going to try to get you back in here for another day so you can tell us everything else and we can talk Black mothers and fathers and definitely figure out how we're going to get you on TED Talks. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, because Rising to the Occasion is definitely going to be a show to watch on YouTube, because we are going to be rising to the occasion. You guys have a great evening. Corey, I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.